Hey y'all, I am back again with another video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Willa Rai. You can follow me on all my social media platforms at just Willa Rai. Just Willa Rai. I don't know why I get tongue tied. Well, Mercury goes into retrograde tomorrow, so Mercury rules communication. That's probably why I'm getting all tongue tied with my own name. But I wanted to make this video. This video probably won't be too long, but I wanted to do an about the artist video since I'm not in full glam like Sweet, and I am sitting up here as Willa Rai. Even though Sweet is me, Sweet represents the side of myself that still like to get dressed up, get glam, put the makeup on, look fly. But this is Willa Rai right now, with a few like a little concealer on, a little lip gloss on, a little eyeliner, lip liner. But I just wanted to tell y'all about me, just in case some new people come across me and come across this video, or have come across any of my other videos in regards to sweetness, and I'm like, want to know like, who the heck is Willa Rai? What's she all about? What inspired her to write Sweetness? Like, who is she? Is this her first time? Like, why am I just hearing about? So first of all, I go by Willa Rai. This is not my first go around in regards to like making content and everything like that. Some people have started following me around 2020, and I used to be a tarot reader or oracle reader and stuff like that, and channel, medium, all that type of stuff. I used to do that. My content used to be based around that, as well as being an artist. Because I do digital art, visual arts. I'm pretty much, when it comes to creativity, I'm a jack of all trades. And I blended my art and my spirituality together at one point in time on a platform, and I called myself the Art Oracle. And I use my art abilities and stuff like that for channeled messages and things like that. And then in 2021, my father passed, and so I stepped away from social media for a while. I was in and out. Over the years after that, I was in and out. I was trying, but when my dad passed, a lot of people that claimed to like support me and everything like that and stuff just disappeared. The only ones that I could think of from that time period that didn't desert me was my brother, my best friend. He ain't biologically my brother, but that's spiritually my brother. Snoopy Laveau and Essence. You'll hear me talk about them a lot in my other videos, but they've known me since before, around that 2020 mark, 2021 mark. And so them the only ones that during that time when my dad passed, like, they did not leave me in the dark and stuff when I was going through a lot mentally. Even when I was going through dark places mentally, because I went into a dark place after my dad passed. I deleted a lot of the YouTube videos that I posted after his passing, but before I deleted them, I had reviewed the way I looked, and the light had left my eyes. Like, I did not look happy at all. Like, how I'm sitting up here talking to y'all, and I see like I'm vibrant, I'm full of like energy and stuff. Like, those videos like was real like heavy. My eyes, yeah, those videos were real heavy. So I stepped back from posting so much of my spiritual journey online, not because of anybody that did anything to me personally, but I had a couple of things that happened to me on my journey, like being in online spiritual friend groups that weren't the best, meeting spiritual people that didn't have my best intentions at heart. But I knew all that helped me grow my gifts and my gifts and my discernment and stuff with dealing with people like that, because everybody that has their head wrapped up with bangles around their arms, all the way up their arms, and listen to Erykah Badu does not mean that they are a good person. Everybody that claims spirituality don't mean that they're a good person, or they're gonna have your good intentions at heart, y'all. So I always tell people, when it comes to choosing a reader, when it comes to dealing with people that doing that, a practitioner, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. Your intuition is not going to steer you wrong. If you're already connected to your guides and ancestors and God, listen to them, because they're not going to steer you wrong in regards to that, okay? So yeah, it's not my first, like I know I went on a tangent or whatever, but so it's not my first go around with like trying to create social media content and things like that. So yeah, I used to go by Willaphobia. Then it went from Willaphobia to Willa the artist, Willa X the artist, Willa Rai Bloom, which I dropped the Bloom. I still talk about Bloom because of the roses and stuff like that, and because of my journey. But I actually dropped the Bloom. So if y'all have ever noticed why I don't refer to myself as Willa Rai Bloom anymore, is because there's actually a few people named Willa Bloom, and I didn't want it to eventually, when I become more, more noticed and get more attention on my work and everything like that, I didn't want any legal issues to come about with the name Willa Bloom. So I just called myself Willa Rai, and I added the just Willa Rai. So that's why I don't really comment or say Willa Rai Bloom or anything like that. I say Willa Rai or just Willa Rai, because I think about what happened to Bobby Valentino when he was using Bobby Valentino, and it was a whole legal thing with a guy, and then he changed his name to Bobby V. I thought about that, and I was like, even though I feel like the whole name Willa Rai Bloom fits me, I'm not gonna legally change my name to Willa Rai Bloom or anything like that. And so I didn't want that to, I didn't want no legal stuff to get involved with it. So now, Willa Rai is not my government name or anything like that, but that is the name that I chose. That is the name I prefer to go by on social media. And the reason why is because it is the opposite of my dad's name. Now, my real name is similar to my dad's name, but I feel like the name that I chose to present myself, my stage name or whatever you want to call it, Willa Rai, is very similar to my dad's name, because my dad's name was Willie Ray. And I said, okay, I'm Willa Rai. I just took, instead of the Y, I dropped it and put the I to represent, make it look more feminine or whatever the case may be. So that's why I get so mad when I hear people call me Willa Rai, because that's not my name. That don't even sound right. It's Willa Rai. Willa Rai. It's not Willa Rai. Do not call me that. And that's why I put in parentheses by Ray, R-A-I. I put R-A-Y, so people can understand that it's Willa Rai. Now, if y'all call me Ray, that's fine. I don't care. They used to call my dad my dad's middle name is Ray, so they used to call my dad Ray. So if y'all call me Ray, I will not get upset at that. But just don't say Willa Rai or call me Rai. It's Willa Rai. Willa Rai. Willa Rai. Just Willa Rai, okay? But basically, that's why I chose that name, because it was very similar to my father's name. I was very close to my dad. As y'all know, like I shared, he did pass away. In 2021, he had an illness and he passed. I'm sorry, but so yeah, that's why I picked that name, Willa Rai. Because his name was Willie Ray. And my dad was a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. My dad's birthday is one day in June. My birthday is the day after his. And so, yeah. But yeah, so I'm from North Carolina. I am from the South. As a lot of my friends from other places tell me, they can tell I'm from the South because of my voice. They love my voice. People love my voice. I still don't hear what y'all hear when it comes to my voice. But I thank y'all. People love my voice. Shout out to my friend Slay. Slay Blitz. She always tells me that she loves my accent. She loves my voice. She loves the way we talk in the South. So I am from North Carolina. I am from the rural areas of North Carolina. The country. Well, it's all country, but the country part of North Carolina. I'm not from Raleigh or Charlotte, that's more city-like or anything like that. Now, I'm not going to disclose exactly where I'm from, but if you read Sweetness book 1, you have a glimpse of where I'm from. If you read at the end, you read my poem Southern Catastrophe, you know exactly where I'm from. But I'm not going to enclose it here. Just go and read and you'll find out. But so I am from the South. I'm from North Carolina. So if you're from if you come across this video and you're from North Carolina as well, comment, just say hello. So yeah, I am 29 years old. I just turned 29 in June the 11th. June the 11th. That's my birthday, and I just turned 29 years old. So yeah. So it's July. So yeah. But anyway, so I just turned 29 last month. But anyway, so some other facts about me. I was an art major in college. I did not finish my art degree. I was like 3 classes away from getting my associates in fine arts. I did not finish it, but I did originally go to college for art. I'm currently in college right now. But I am not in college for art anymore. I'm in college for something else entirely different, that I do not want to disclose, because certain things I don't want to disclose, because I'm trying to protect certain stuff, certain manifestations and things like that I'm trying to protect. So yeah, but I am in college right now. I actually start back school next month. So yeah, I'm in college right now. I do work full-time. I do work full-time in customer service and things like that. I love makeup and things. I love makeup. Obviously, I love art. I love write. I love being creative. I like making people laugh. So sometimes my friends swear I'm like one of the funniest people they know. I have a very goofy type, like bubbly personality, but then I can also be like really quiet and not want to be bothered with people either. Like, I always make my friends laugh because I talk about crazy stuff. So I ask them random questions like, which one would you rather have in your eye, salt or sugar? Or don't you stick nothing in nobody's eye. No salt, no pepper, no sugar, no nothing. But yeah, so I do little crazy stuff like that. I like to dance. I really don't post enough videos of me of dancing content, but I'm actually a pretty great dancer. But yeah, I got that from my dad. So, but actually a pretty great dancer. What inspired me to write Sweetness? What inspired me, honestly, it was Mother's Day. And it started off with a conversation with one of my friends. And I told him that I had a place in horror. And a lot of the things that I had written were based around... The stuff that I've written in the past that was based around horror got attention. Like, I wrote a whole entire play in front of... I wrote a play that was performed in front of the whole entire school when I was in high school. And it was called The Evil Inside. And that was a horror play. And so then I ended up writing something for my niece, because she didn't want to do it. So I ended up writing it for her, and she submitted it to like this thing, and then she ended up winning for it. And I was like, this is a sign that I need to go ahead and write my horror story. Yeah. So, and then on Mother's Day, which was May 11th this year, I just got the download and was like, I don't know what came up. Something just came over me, and it was like, I need you to go do this right now. And so Mother's Day, I end up writing the first chapter, and I try to be very consistent. I try not to go too long without uploading it. Now, book 2 has been a little inconsistent, just a little tad bit, because of my work schedule and me trying to rest and everything too. But definitely with book 1, I was on point. I try not to go over 2 days, 3 days max without uploading. Now today, it's been 2 days since I uploaded chapter 11 of book 2 of Sweetness, The Rose Legacy. So I plan on doing chapter 11 tonight. I do plan on writing chapter 11 tonight and doing some more stuff. But I wanted to go ahead and post some more, record some more content, because I was running out of videos and stuff to post. I try to take enough pictures and videos and stuff to where I have enough things to post. Now, granted, ChatGPT does help me with AI generated images and stuff like that. But my goal, why did I say my goal? But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of what inspired me. Like, it was just alchemizing everything that I've been through within my spiritual journey. Like, Charity is based off my mom. Sweet Dad is based off my dad. Sweet is me, y'all. Sweet is me. Sweet is what I went through. And being in a small town. And Sweet wrote a play that's mentioned in the book. And then people didn't receive it well. I wrote a play and people didn't receive it well. And the principal of the school at the time was talking about how in the middle of it, because it was so dark, that she just got up and walked out. So if you come across this video, shout out to you, I guess. But anyway, but yeah, so yeah, I mean, even down to the childhood photo of Sweet and her dad on the lawnmower. On my Instagram page, I posted a picture of me and my dad on the lawnmower, because that's me. It's me. It's so much of me wrapped up in this story, in this book, y'all. So much of me wrapped up in it. You learn so much about who I am. I mean, it's draped in fiction, but it's me. Me. White Rose mirrors the town that I'm from. Everything mirrors, you know. So definitely, Nashad is based off of my friend that passed away. I mean, I can keep going on. I can keep going on and on and on. But yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long, but I did want to give y'all an insight on me. I'm a Gemini sun, Aries moon, Aries rising. What else? I mean, I went over my age, 29. My goal, I mean, honestly, I mean, I have goals, manifestations, but one of the biggest things I want people to, like, learn from me or, like, get from me is that even with me still having to remind myself, please don't let please don't let other people keep you from being who you are, but don't let them hold you back from sharing who you are or sharing your work. Like my friend told me the other day, it's been so many years that I've been stagnant because I've always had this fear of the way people would view me because of my artistry, because of the way I am, because in my personal life, people did not accept me. They did not accept my goofiness. They didn't accept my creativity. They thought I was weird and all this and that and the third. So if there's something that you want to do, something that you want to go after, I mean, even if you are scared, have enough power to just do it. So even if you just got to post it and just not look at it and not look at the comments, post it and just go about your day or whatever. But if there's something that you want to do, just go out there and do it. Like, I know it's an older video that I posted from like 2 or 3 years ago on my YouTube, on this account, right? And I was talking about how, like, I wanted to be like this big time artist and things like that, and like, how was I gonna be that if I wasn't even posting my work, if I wasn't even letting people see my work? Y'all, when I tell y'all, there's so much stuff that I've written over the years that I've kept to myself, and I've only let people read it, and they be like, well, why you ain't never put this out? Why you ain't never done nothing that? Why, what's wrong with you? This is actually good. Like, and it's always been like me worrying about what people think, me worrying, a part of me probably part of me worrying about like being bullied by folks, because I was bullied as a kid and stuff like that, because I was different and things like that. And I also too, I didn't want nobody to steal my damn work, because I have a lot of thoughts and ideas and stuff. Like, I have a lot of other creative stuff that's even outside of Sweetness that I've written, and I've just like wanted to protect my stuff so much that, you know, I would keep it to myself, because I didn't want nobody to take it. I didn't want nobody to steal it and things like that. So, but like my friend told me, to keep going. Don't continue to be stagnant because of a fear of what other people may do or what other people may think. And I have to keep reminding myself, you know, that I'm divinely protected by my God, my ancestors, my spirit guides and things like that. Like, they wouldn't give me this idea, they wouldn't give me this to just leave me by myself to handle it, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all feel me? Like, they wouldn't just give me the idea of sweetness and all this other stuff and get me to do all this stuff for no reason. Because as I continue to heal through writing and everything like that, like, I'm realizing a lot of stuff that I went through wasn't in vain, and it wasn't for no reason. It was only to help me grow as a person, to help me grow in my gifts, my artwork, to get to the point where I'm at right now, you know? So I went on a whole tangent and whatever, but yeah, y'all, just put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. I mean, there's people out here doing some crazy stuff and getting paid for it. Like the guy that be covering himself in all this chocolate and stuff and be making all these weird noises and shit in his car. Like, there's people out here dancing in heels and a thong and in the middle of the street getting paid and making money. Like, put yourself out there. Ain't no telling where it's gonna go. Ain't no telling who gonna see it. Like I always say, ain't no telling who's watching. Everybody that's watching you don't mean that they're watching with malicious intent. Because I know people have learned about monitoring spirits, and then everybody's talking about a damn monitoring spirit, and everybody got a fucking monitoring spirit now. But everybody that's watching you isn't watching you for malicious intent. I do believe that some people are watching you, and some people can be secretly cheering you on as well. Because maybe they are still afraid to come out, but they're still proud of you for it. Maybe they're still like afraid to like speak up or whatever, or do their thing. But they're seeing you. How you know that them by them secretly watching you is not, they not getting some type of healing from it, and maybe one day they'll come out and do it too. Like, I mean, all these gifts and stuff that we got as humans and stuff, like, they come from the divine, and they don't give us this stuff just for us to sit back and just not do nothing with it. My mom always said that if the Lord give it to you, he'll take it away from me if you don't use it. Because my mom always said that all the time, because my mom used to have the ability to sing, but then she won't using it, and she claimed that she believes that, you know, God took that ability away from her because she won't use it and stuff, and then she started smoking and everything like that. But my mom always said, if you don't use it, you know, he'll take it away from you. So yeah, so this video is at 22 minutes now. Was there anything else that I wanted to include? Oh, I love Chris Brown. So yeah, I love Chris Brown. I love Denzel Curry. They're like my top two faves. Some of my biggest inspirations, of course, Chris Brown, of course. Aaliyah, I love Aaliyah. She's one of my big inspirations. Pam Grier is one of my inspirations as well. I love Pam Grier. Pamela Anderson. Who else? Oh, Maya Angelou. When it comes like writing stuff, Maya Angelou most definitely. Tupac Shakur, definitely. Just giving y'all some of my faves and inspirations. Yeah, Michael Jackson. If my friends watch this video, if they comment something about me torturing the Michael Jackson AI, please ignore it. Don't listen to them. No, I won't do that. I would never. I would never. No, but seriously, yeah. To my people that's been here, I love y'all so much. To my people that are new, that are gonna come across this video, hi. I love you as well. If you stay, you know, hello, welcome. Have a seat, get comfortable, because this is gonna be fun. This whole journey of sweetness and Willa Rai is actually gonna be very fun. So yeah, I love y'all so much, and y'all have an amazing day, week, night, or whatever, you know. And I love you so much. And yeah, so bye. Well, peace.